time did you get here this morning?
Oh, we got here about 6:30.
Really?
Well, about 7:30.
So what do you do? What did you do this morning? It's the third day when you got here.
The first thing is just to try to set up the tent and make sure that we're, have a little bit of a wind block, so that way we don't have to fight the wind as much.
Yeah.
And then set up the tools in the tent and the grill and pump out the tires. And then in the middle of that, we're having people coming and they want to get their bikes tuned up for the first race of the day. So it's pretty crazy.
You always have the best food.
Yeah, well,
so why do you do that?
Well, it first started out because we needed to be warm. I think we were doing USGPs in Madison, and we just needed something to stay warm with because it was so cold. And then we just started using it to eat, and then we were just feeding ourselves. And then all the mechanics, once you're in the middle of the day, you don't have a chance to eat. And I hear there's some photographers, some really, really cool, cycling photographers have that same issue. So we've gone from feeding photographers and mechanics ourselves and all that stuff. So it really, really does help out everyone throughout the day.
It helped me.
Everybody's welcome to come and eat.
Yesterday was extremely muddy.
Yeah.
Was that more work for you, or did that change anything?
Not as bad as today, because everybody washed off all their bikes with all the water, and today it's cold, so now it's all frozen, and all that mud settles into the cables.
Yep.
And then that's how we end up having to do all these cable changes, levers breaking, and all that stuff. So
is that what you expect to have to do today the most?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more maintenance, cable maintenance, and then tuning.
Sunny, warm day. What's the work you usually do then?
It's just adjusting gears and adjusting brakes and things like that. Just small fine tuning. Yeah.
All right, there's two of you.
That's Chris Kreidl.
Hello.
Howdy.
So who decides who does what when somebody comes in?
I'm usually the more eager one, so I kind of just jump to it and get it done.
All right, and anybody can just come in and...
Yeah, anybody can just come in. It's a neutral race support, and we take care of anybody no matter what brand of equipment. We try our best.
He's going to
ride a bike.
Not riding it.
I think the big issue that we've been seeing is cable contamination, just pulling out old cable, rear derailleur cables, and installing new housing and then cable.
That's a lot of work. How long does that take?
Chris and I tag team it. It can take us probably about 8 to 10 minutes at the most. Yeah, we're pretty good at it.
You are pretty good at it.
I mean, because in the conditions like this, where it could be 50 degrees one day, and then like this morning, it's like about 25, 30 degrees. You have to bring a lot of clothes. It's just all about the clothes and how much the weather changes and how you rotate it.
We'll check out what you're wearing, what Chris is wearing. You got a lot of clothes on.
Big boots, lots of mud. Wearing mud now.
There's the wind.
Yeah, so we worked out some frozen conditions in Kansas City at the Nationals there, and then in Bend, Oregon. We're looking forward to that, and I'm bringing an extra suitcase full of warm clothes. Because, it just staying warm and then staying dry, because you go through a couple changes of clothes sometimes every day, based on what you're doing.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing and the funniest thing.
Chris is thinking.
Chris, yeah. I hand those over to Chris. I hand the weird and the fun stuff to Chris.
Chris is thinking.
Well, there's always the person that comes up 10 minutes before they start expecting you to recable it or install a new fork, cut the steer. There's no forethought in that.
Yeah, it's tough. It really is tough. I mean, because a lot of promoters go out of their way. I mean, and really do a good job of hospitality and housing and stuff like that. I mean, Portland was fun. Portland was a great time. But I mean, we're moving on, and Jingle Cross is good. And, we enjoy every one that we go to.
All right. So, what's the worst thing they could do in the pit? You know, for races, what should races always have in the pits?
Oh, they should always try to come with soap and water, because the majority of the issues that we're seeing, like the day after, a day like yesterday when it was raining and really muddy and stuff like that, a lot of their problems could be, solved by just cleaning their bikes.
Wow.
You know, washing their bikes with soap and water.
Wow.
And that would solve a lot of problems. And then just relubricating it, you know.
Lots of broken derailleurs, lots of hangers. I mean, if you look, you see all this is just collecting in brakes and derailleurs. Snaps right off. Mostly clean. I'm gonna take it home and try and get it back to like new condition for next week. And next weekend's race is in Madison. I live in Milwaukee, so I'm home that night.
All right.
See you in Madison. Bye bye.